Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today we're going to be repairing this glass computer desk using UV glue. So the idea of using UV glue is that when you join metal to glass it should give you a nice clean finish, because obviously if I was to use epoxy there, then you're going to see it on top and it's going to spoil the look of the piece of furniture. Not so important here, but could be more important if it was, for example, like a coffee table. So this is about 6 years old, and what's happening is now the metal is starting to come away from the glass. So this shelf here that you now see on the floor should hang underneath here, but we've only got one connection left. The other three connections have completely broken. If you look closely, you can still see the residue on here. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove the residue, and then we're going to apply fresh UV glue and then shine the UV light on, and then it should be as good as new. So we need to fix 3 of these ones and also this one here. If you have a look at this tray here that comes out, can you see that this one's broken here, so it ends up sliding like this. Previously this has been repaired using super glue, but it only lasted a few weeks before it failed again. So we need to clean all this up to try and get a nice clean surface again, and then use the UV glue. Now I haven't gone for expensive UV glue, I'm just going to be using this stuff that I bought off eBay. This was under 10 UK pounds, and it comes with the glue itself, and it also comes with the UV light as well. So we're going to drag this out now, and then we're going to take it apart, turn it upside down so we can get to it. We're going to mark the top where they should be, just with marker, and then we're going to clean it up, because obviously once we clean it off we're not going to be 100% sure where they were originally. And then we're going to glue it, and hopefully it will work as new again. So we've cleaned it all off, and now we can take it into another room where we have more room to work. Now I'm going to leave it as a whole because I'm with my brother. This is his house, this is his desk, so there's 2 of us to turn it over. If you're on your own, then you probably would find it easier to dismantle it, because all these things just unscrew anyway, because it would be a little bit heavy to flip over by yourself. What we are going to do is we are going to take this sliding drawer off though, because when it's upside down there might be a lot of pressure on this, especially because it's broken already. But that's easy to do. You just need to undo these little screws here, and then that will come undone. We've also just noticed that this one here is broken as well, so that needs to go there. So that's one more that we need to fix. So now we're going to be marking the top of the surface, because remember we're going to be cleaning the underneath of it here. So once we clean it, we're going to remove all our markings. So we're going to mark the top, and then even after we've cleaned it, we're still going to know where to place the UV glue. Of the old residue, we're going to be using pure acetone, and then after we've removed it all, we're going to be using IPA to actually clean it off, so we get a nice clean surface to apply the glue to. The acetone sit on it for a little while now, and it hasn't removed it, but yet it has made it just a tiny little bit rubbery. You can see now it's kind of it's wanting to come off a bit. So what we're going to use is we're going to use a little glass scraper, and hopefully that should just take it straight off. So the glass scraper's got rid of most of it, as you can see, but there is still a slight residue. So now we're going to clean it again using acetone. And now we're going to use the IPA. Go now, look at that, nice and clean, and all the residue has now gone. So now we'll be able to put the UV glue on that, and it should make a nice clean contact. And now we've cleaned the residue off the glass, we now have to clean the residue off these bits as well. So we're going to use exactly the same process on these bits. So we're just putting a bit of acetone in a tiny little tray, and we're just going to let the legs stand in there for a while, again to soften it off. Go, they're all nice and clean now, so now we have to glue these back onto the glass. Now obviously it goes without saying that when you're doing this work yourself, take the proper safety precautions. Don't copy what you see in this video. When you're working with acetone and IPA, definitely wear gloves and also work in a well ventilated room. Also, when you're dealing with sharp blades, then again, wear suitable gloves. My brother's hands are well hardened to stuff like this. He's well used to using tools, so don't copy what you see in the video. Take the right safety precautions and then obviously you're not going to hurt yourself. So we're starting on this bit first, and we've rested this bit of glass on 2 paint tins so we can get the flashlight underneath it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be applying the glue onto this bit here. We've got a little brush to do that, which comes with the kit from eBay, and then we're going to be resting it on here, making sure it's in the exact right location, because obviously we've marked it up earlier. Then we're going to wipe away all the residue, because a bit will seep out from the edge and we don't want to put the UV light on that, because otherwise that will go hard. So we're going to wipe away the residue, and then we're going to put this on here for around about 30 seconds, and that will start the initial bonding. Now I'm not going to go to the very edge of it, because the weight of it will actually make it ooze out anyway. So the idea is I don't really want to have to be cleaning it while it's on the glass. So I'm just going to keep it slightly away from the edge, and I'm not putting a huge amount on. Now I'm going to place it down. In the middle there. And I can't see any mess around the edge, so now we're going to apply the light to it. Now I'm not looking directly at the light. Now that should have provided the initial bond. And if you look there, you can see that is actually stuck really nice. Well, let's have a look at it from the other side, see what it looks like. It's not bad. I can see a few scratches on it, but that was from the cleaning. But yeah, as you can see, there's no major staining or anything in it. It looks, I'm happy with that. It looks good. So what we're now going to do is we're going to leave this outside now and let the sun produce the UV rays to let it fully cure. Now just going to use a bit of IPA just to get rid of the marker. That one on there for about a minute. It's probably far too long, but the way I look at it is it's not going to do any harm. Right, yeah, lovely, nice and feels strong. So again, I'm going to leave this outside. Now I think it takes 10 hours apparently, as far as the eBay listing, to fully cure, which seems a long time. In the UK winter, we're not going to get 10 hours of UV light on this, but we're going to put it out for a few hours anyway, and it's all going to help. It already feels very strong just after that minute with the UV light itself. Okay, so they should be all stuck now. Let's just give them a little feel. Yes, yeah, it's pretty good. Feels nice and strong. So what we're going to do now is clean off the marker on the other side, and again leave it outside and let the sun do the work for the rest of the bonding. Okay, so a few hours have passed. We've brought it in from outside and reassembled everything, so it's completely finished now. And if you look at it, it looks good. So this was the original one from the manufacturer, and if anything, you can see a little bit of staining around there where the glue's gone discoloured, but on these ones here, they've come out really clean. That one there, This one here, you can see just at the top there where the glue didn't spread out, so a little bit more could have been put on that one. This one here looks absolutely perfect. Again, maybe a little bit here which is missing a bit of glue, but still it's not discoloured or anything. And on the shelf here it was this one here. So the scratches are from the super glue that was on it before, so that was from the scraping away off the super glue. But again, you can see it looks good. So I think it's a better job than using epoxy. Whether it's as strong as not, it probably isn't going to be as strong as epoxy, but because it dries clear and because it's quick to set as well, it makes the job really easy to do. So there we go, that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for more how-to videos. Take care, bye now.